puto helicóptero, man.
You take me away.
F, te han pillado, ¿eh? No te
quería
han dejado
mi
ni...
California.
Ya, ni un poco, ¿eh?
Es verdad, tío, así de instante.
Hey, Jordana!
¡Íñigo!
Hey!
You cut your hair. Pues nada,
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Actually, my wife cut my hair. Mi esposa,
Yes.
my wife cut my hair.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
Nice haircut.
38.9.
You look
Nice.
fresh, bro.
Props to her.
You are a rockstar.
Props means give acknowledgement. How are you guys?
Good.
Fine. Fine.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
So,
Excellent. So, El Pepelu, did you enjoy your breakfast? I'm sorry if
Oh,
the English
no,
class
it's fine, it's fine.
your rush. All right, good. So, all right, no problem. I hope you all enjoyed your breakfasts.
Yes,
So,
I
guys, yes, today is the second to the last class that we are going to have. So it's, you know, it's bittersweet.
Oh, yes.
It's
No.
good, and it's also like a little sad. You know, I'm gonna miss you guys, but we still have 2 weeks together, and hopefully next week I will be able to go there to Barcelona.
okay.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry. Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to go there and to Barcelona next week.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay? Because I want to announce. Not only do I want to see you, I want to announce the winner. Okay, next week I will be announcing the winner of the Japan trip. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I am also very excited for you and for your fans. I don't know who's going to win. I hear that there are a lot of people who have voted, and in fact, I know somebody from Japan who voted for one of you. So, yeah. So I don't know what she's gonna win. Maybe a hotel trip. She's already there in Tokyo. So, but that's how many fans you guys are. You guys have. So you have fans all over the world. So, there you go. So, guys, do you see my presentation right now?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Okay. So let's wait.
Okay, we
Fatima,
should
give
be
me
behind.
And boom. There you go.
We see in the
right.
in the TV behind.
You see it? Yes. Okay. Good. So,
Yeah. In the
Now we do. Now
perfect. There you go.
culture.
Okay, so today's lesson is going to be about culture and etiquette. Cultura y etiqueta in Spanish. So it's very similar. All right, but first, okay, last week some of you asked if you could dance.
Let's go.
So, first we dance. All right, so here we go. Everybody stand up, please.
Come on.
There we go, levantarse, stand up, please. Here we go. I will dance with you. Okay. All right.
que tengo que hacer bailar.
Doloroso.
Sí.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what.
Yes.
Tengo que... Always ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Always ready. Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Tenemos las gradas.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go dancing.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Well done, guys. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Very good. Give yourselves a round of applause. Clap, clap, clap.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. You all did so well. Okay, well done. So today, there you go. Our lesson is going to be first about gaming terms. We will continue our gaming terms in English. This time we will be talking about kinds of games. Tipo de juegos. So kinds of games.
Okay.
So a lot of them are abbreviated. I'm sure a lot of you know some of them. Some of them you may not know, okay? So hopefully I will be able to educate you a little bit because, you know, all these terms are in English. And also we will talk about culture and etiquette, particularly etiquette around the world and then etiquette in Japan. Okay, so because some of you will be going there and you will need to know do's and don'ts about going to Japan. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
More or less.
Yes, excellent. So here we go. First, let's talk about gaming terms, all right? So kinds of games. So a lot of these, like I said, are abbreviated, meaning they are in letters, all right, which are short for the actual term. So the first one is FPS. This is very easy.
Frame.
What does this mean?
Person shooter.
There you go. So this is one of the easiest, all right? So this is the first-person shooter. So it is a video game genre centered on guns and other weapon-based combat in a first-person perspective.
IñIGO.
So can anyone give me an example?
Call of
Call of
Duty.
Call of Duty.
Counter.
There you go. Perfect. That's one of the best games that are part of the FPS genre. Okay. A genre, by the way, is another word for kind or the theme, all right, of the thing. So it's pronounced genre.
Genre.
Okay.
IñIGO.
Yes.
In gaming, FPS also means frame per second, you know?
Ah, that's right. Frame per second. That's right. But that's a more complex. Yeah, that's a gaming term, but particularly for kinds of games, FPS is first-person shooter. But that's right. Very good, Skipler. So frame per second. That's right. That's a very technical term, which is, maybe I can talk about that next week. We'll see.
Okay, perfect.
All right, but very good. That's correct.
Thank you.
So next, this one's easy as well. RPG.
Role-play game.
All right, role-playing game. That is correct. So, Ruby,
Yes?
you were reading this. Can you read the definition, please?
Yeah, sure. A game wherein the player is immersed in a fictional world as a fictional character.
There you go. So there is a fictional world and you are controlling a fictional character. So I already told you what immersed means. You are in that world, right?
Inside.
So this is one of my personal favorites. And I will ask you later which of these games is your favorite. Okay, so think about that as we're discussing.
Final Fantasy.
Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
So while we're discussing, think about your favorite kind of game. Here we go. Next, The Sim.
Simulator, maybe?
All right.
Simulator?
What? That is correct. Yes. So sim means simulator. All right. So players of these games imitate real-life situations like farming and managing a household. All right. Obviously, the most
Sims.
the pioneer, yes, the pioneer of these types of games is The Sims. So it started with SimCity, and then it became The Sims, where you're controlling a household. Yeah, but you guys actually play one of the most popular sim games there is. We'll talk about that later.
Gran Turismo.
There in the house. Yes, quiet, okay. I'm gonna quiz you on that. That's correct. Okay, so the next one is RTS.
Real-time strategy? No.
That's correct, yes. RTS is real-time strategy. That's correct. Thepos, can you read this, please?
If I can, okay. A form of the strategy game, the RTS plays out without pausing once it begins, with players having to create armies and bases to start.
Very good. Excellent, Tepos. All right, so can anyone give me an example of an RTS
Age of
game?
Empires.
Age of Empires, that's correct. Yeah, that's an RTS game because you build, all right? You're basically building Command and Conquer. That was, I think, one of the pioneers of this kind of game. Did anyone play Command and Conquer, by the way, in this group?
What?
Command and Conquer?
No.
No.
No? Oh, that's such an old game. All right, that's only for maybe people of my generation. That's a very old game. Yes, anyway. So, the next one is the 4X kind of game. Does anyone know what this is?
No idea.
If it is a
No?
multiplayer, I don't know.
All right, yes. It's also a strategy game, which stands for Explore, Expand, Exploit, and Exterminate. All right, so another form of strategy game, which are turn-based. So it's contrary to the RTS. 4X is turn-based. So I shoot first, and then my opponent will throw the dice next or attack next. So it's turn-based. So this is 4X. It was first based on board games, all right, like Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. And then it was turned into video games. So there are some video games of this format. All right, they're not as popular as some of you might think. Okay, so, but people might argue with me on that. That's arguable. Anyway, you guys understand 4X?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, excellent. Next, this one's easy as well. OTS. What does OTS stand for?
Online time shooter, maybe? No.
I don't know.
No.
Try again.
Uh,
Open.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so this is good. This is a little bit of education. So it's also called 3PS or TPS. All right, this is over the shoulder.
Third-person shooter.
Oh.
So third-person shooter games are otherwise known as OTS games. Okay, so can anyone give me an example of a
Fortnite.
third-person shooter game?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yes, exactly.
PUBG.
Okay, but that's also an MMO, which we'll talk about later. Next,
What?
the DCCG.
Never
What?
seen that.
What is that?
I never seen that.
No, yes, this is not as common as the others. So this is the digital collectible card game. So it's a game that seeks to emulate card games such as Magic the Gathering. The most popular, I think, is Hearthstone.
Hearthstone, yes.
You heard of it? Yes. So it's, I think that's the most popular DCCG out there. Okay, clear?
Okay, yes.
Yes, all right. Next, okay, these two I put together because they're so similar.
Nasi
Yes, okay.
multiplayer online.
Yes, okay.
Nasi
What is MMORPG?
Nasi multiplayer online role play game.
Excellent, yes, perfect. So that is correct. So MMO is the massively multiplayer online game. So these have a wide variety, but basically have hundreds or thousands of players on the same server. So that's very popular now, actually. And the MMORPG. So, who can read it? Read this. Skipler, can you read this, please?
Of course. These have a wide variety, but basically have hundreds of thousands of players on the same server.
And the MMORPG.
And MMO, but specifically for RPG type games with a massive amount of players on the same server.
Okay, good. So the difference here is that all MMORPG games are MMOs as well, okay? But not all MMOs are MMORPGs, okay? So basically, our MMORPGs are a type or a subgenre of the MMO, okay?
Okay.
You guys understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, okay, so very good. Next. So I will quiz you. So one team at a time. So let's start with Caballeros. What kind of game is StarCraft?
Yo sí sé cuál es.
Oh, here are your options, by the way. Okay, OTS, RTS, or 4X.
Pensaba que era el WoW, pensaba que era el WoW.
¿StarCraft funciona por turnos? Es que no tengo ni idea.
Puede ser exactamente.
RTS.
No son como...
No, RTS.
Yo creo que no lo puedo tampoco.
Por mí RTS.
Over the Shoulder no es.
Pues...
No son shooters,
RTS que
son juegos de estrategia.
Lo de... Real time.
Sí,
Sí, es
B.
B. I think it's B.
Okay, your answer is B, and that is correct. Very good. All right, it is an RTS type game, okay? RTS and 4X are both strategy, but this particular game is an RTS type. Very good. Well done, caballeros. Next,
Thank you.
Topo Ratones.
Let's go.
Here is your question. What type of game is Fall Guys?
Esa es buena.
RTS.
Oh, here are your options. FPS, MMORPG, or MMO.
MMO. Sí, multiplayer online.
No. Bueno, sí.
Depends.
MMO.
MMO. So Map agrees with Ruby. It's an MMO. Yes.
Yes.
So that is correct.
Correct.
Done. Okay. So it is an MMO. It's not an RPG. There's no storyline. There's no plot.
Claro.
Okay. There's a fictional world, but you need a story for it to be an RPG. So it's just fun to play. My son, by the way, after watching you guys play Fall Guys, he forced me to download it, and he loves pushing me off he loves making me fall, basically. So, anyway. Oh, by the way, speaking of toporatones, this is just a side note. Last week I told you it was mole mice. That is when you translate them separately. Toporatones is actually a mole rat, which is an animal in itself. So it's a mole rat. Yes, okay, so that was my bad. I was lovingly corrected
Don't worry.
about that. Anyway,
Our name is
so it's a mole rat. That's a kind of animal. So next, lemon sharks. Here is your question.
Oh,
Joder, qué mal.
I don't.
What type of game is Gran Turismo? You have Sim, TPS, or 4X.
A.
Hard.
Your answer is A? Are you sure?
Yes.
Complicado,
Pensarlo,
¿eh?
Uf.
Piénsalo bien.
Oh,
Sí.
it's very difficult.
No.
4X.
I don't know. Gran Turismo.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh, I don't know.
Sim?
Is that your final answer?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. Okay? It is a sim because Gran Turismo simulates what it's like to be in a real life racing situation.
Más o menos.
Okay? But Gran Turismo is one of those games that it's not just a sim, all right? It's more complicated than that. But among these options, it falls more under the sim than anything else. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, now I'd like to ask some of you. Let's ask Irene, what's your favorite type of game among these games?
First-person shooter.
First-person shooter. Is there any game in particular?
Yes. CS:GO and Valorant.
Nice. Oh, that's right. You mentioned that on the first day that we met. Excellent.
Yes.
So thank you. How about Eka? What is your favorite type of game?
Sim.
Sims. Which one in particular?
iRacing.
Ah, you like racing games. Excellent. My brother is the same. He beats me all the time in racing games. So very good. Thank you. How about Nick? Nick, what's your favorite type of racing game? Oh, sorry. No, what's your favorite type of game?
Shooters in general, first or third person, and sandbox games.
¿Qué es eso?
Like,
Okay, so boxing games?
no, sandbox games like Minecraft.
Oh, I see. Okay, sandbox games like Minecraft. Excellent. Oh, that's good. That's good. A lot of my students like that as well. I'm not so good at it. Okay, so good. Do you guys understand?
Yeah.
Yes, is everything clear? I'm glad that I was able to educate you on some of them, like the digital card collecting games and the 4X games. Okay, so now we are going to move on to our next topic. All right, so here we go. Culture. All right, cultura. All right, every country has different cultures, right? Obviously.
Yes.
So we are first going to start with a listening exercise.
Hostia,
Uf.
no listening.
Uf.
Okay?
Repeat.
This is only a 2-minute audio. It has a video to go along with it, so
Wow.
it's quite entertaining to watch.
Okay.
So I will ask you to listen, and then I will ask some questions again afterwards.
Perfect.
If you would like to listen to it twice, that's okay. In the Cambridge system, for example, they make the students listen twice. It's the same with EF. So it's okay to listen twice to a certain audio file for a listening activity. Okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
So let's listen to this.
Listen.
When I was 13, my friend asked me if I wanted to travel with her in the summer.
I had traveled before, but never without my parents.
Language course is a good way to travel because you don't have to travel alone. The first time, my friend and I traveled to England together with a group with an EF leader. Everything was organized. It was easy.
The next time, I will travel alone, no problem.
I went to Malta.
I was in the USA.
I went to Australia and then to Singapore.
I stayed with a host family. It was nice because I could talk a lot with them and I could try their food. It was nice. For me, that was perfect.
The course was called Junior Intensive, and I liked it. I learned a lot.
The course was not like at my school at home.
My teachers helped me a lot because I got to talk a lot in the classroom. Everybody got to talk a lot.
I saw a lot of places and met a lot of people. And in the class, we could talk about all that.
The EF leaders help you get to know the city and the country.
Every day, we did something. We did sports and we had a lot of fun together.
We went to the beach a lot. They organized a lot of trips, so I saw many different cities in California.
Also in the evenings, there was a lot of fun, like karaoke nights and the EF disco.
I went to England together with just one friend, but when I went home, I had so many. I met people from so many different countries. Some are really good friends now.
I want to go to many places, and I also want to learn another language.
Once you start to see the world, you just want to see more.
It's like you open a door.
Una promo.
Qué ganas de viajar más tonto.
All right. So that was a quick listening activity.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, okay. So are you ready to answer some questions?
Yes.
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 Yeah, that was simple enough, I think. I don't think you'll have to listen twice. So here we go. For the caballeros.
13.
13.
13.
13. Ah, nice. All right. So I don't even need to show you the options. So 20? Was she 20 years old?
No.
Nope.
Was she 13?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Very good. So you guys got it. Excellent. So she was 13 years old. How old were you when you first traveled?
17.
Tolosa, how old, when you first traveled, how old were you?
With 4 years.
You were 4 years old. Where did you go when you were 4 years
To
old?
Disneyland, Paris.
Oh, you went to Disneyland Paris. Nice. My son is turning 4 in December next month.
Oh.
I want to take him to Disneyland also. I don't know if I'll be able to with this situation, but soon. That's good. Was it fun? Do you remember going to Disneyland?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so
Amazing.
impresionante.
Amazing.
Amazing. So amazing.
Impressive. Amazing. Yes. Okay. That's right. Very good. So, Map, how old were you when you first traveled?
I think 12. I was traveled to Carcassonne, France,
Oh, nice.
and that's
Do you?
I have a good remembers.
Okay, you have good memories
Yeah, memories.
of
sorry.
that trip. Yes. Okay, excellent. And
Come in.
Irene, how old were you when you first traveled?
I don't remember, but I think like 8 or 9, and it was to Disney too in Paris.
Oh, nice. Oh, same. Wow. Okay. So, did you guys know that about each other?
No.
That you both first traveled to Disney? There you go. So I love getting my students to know each other a little bit more. I mean, you guys live with each other, but there's always going to be information
Yeah.
that is that's new. So very good. Good job, caballeros. Next, the mole rats, toporatones. Which country was not visited by the EF students in the video? So this is based on the options:
Malta.
USA, Malta,
Malta.
or Canada.
Canada.
Malta.
Canadá.
No, espera.
Chicos.
Canadá no han dicho.
Ah, qué paella. Creo que era
Canadá. Sí, yeah, sí.
So your answer is C, Canada, and that is
Yeah.
correct. Okay, very good, excellent. So although there are EF centers in Canada, particularly in this video, the students did not go there. The students who were in that video. Would anyone be interested in going to Canada? I've never been.
Yes.
Has anyone? Yes. Has anyone been there?
No.
No? Yeah, neither have I. Okay, so yeah, that would be very interesting. So they speak both French and English as their official languages.
Oh.
So here we go. Next, lemon sharks.
Canada.
Which of the following is a benefit of traveling that was mentioned in the video? So there are many benefits of traveling, but which one is in particular was mentioned in the video?
A ver.
A, cooking great food. B, making great friends.
B.
Or C, buying great things.
Making
B.
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 Letter
Your answer is B, are you sure? Yes. Okay, that is correct. Very good. So making great friends is one of the greatest benefits of traveling. And letter A, they did mention trying great food, like eating great food, but not making it or cooking it. All right?
Yeah.
So you guys, some of you guys are gonna be going to Japan. Are you interested in learning how to make sushi,
Yes,
Yes.
I love
sashimi?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. That's also some of my favorite food. So if you guys learn, teach me. Okay. So, like I said earlier, every country has its own culture. And every culture has its own social rules and etiquette. Okay? So, as we discuss this, I would like you to think of some rules and etiquette that are true for Spain. Okay, we will have a quick speaking activity later about that. But first, before we talk about Spain, let's talk about the world. So here are some fun facts. Okay, here are some fun facts about etiquette and rules, social rules around the world. Okay. So let's ask each group again. Lemon Shark, let's start with you this time. In which country, so in blank, you should not order a cappuccino after noon?
Esto no ha caído.
Morocco. No,
Morocco, is that true?
no, I'm joking.
You would know.
No.
You should not order a cappuccino.
I don't know.
England?
England, maybe.
Is it in Europe
England?
or?
No vale, no vale.
Give us a tip. It's not that easy.
You think it's in Iraq? So your guesses are Iraq, England, what else?
I asked it if it's in Europe.
Oh, Europe. Sorry. No. Yes, it is. Yes, sorry. Yes, it is. It's in Europe.
Ooh.
England? No, England.
England no es Europe.
Inglaterra no Europa.
Sí, es la coña.
Sí, que está con él.
Es que digo, vamos a ver.
Bueno.
Por eso.
Okay. Bueno, no.
No,
Italia.
No, Italia. está
pero
loco.
vamos a Inglaterra, va. Como ha dicho.
England.
Pero no.
¿No?
England, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay. So actually, I heard the right answer. It's in Italy. Yes.
This is right.
So
Sin Italia está loco.
it's just not done, all right? It's not like they're not gonna like get mad at you or anything. They just don't do it, okay? So some think it's because the milk and foam makes it a replacement for a meal, and all that dairy upsets digestion, okay? So that's generally an understanding there, and it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Does anybody know the origins of coffee? It actually started in the Middle East, and it was brought to Europe, and I think perfected by Europeans. But it did not start in Europe.
Colombia.
So there's a famous goat farmer. I forget his name, and his goat would not sleep because it was eating coffee beans, and then the farmer took the beans and he turned it into coffee, and here we are. It's one of the most popular drinks in the world.
Había una cabra, tío. Comía las
So next, let's ask the toporatones. In blank, it is considered rude to point with your forefinger. This is the forefinger, by the way, the pointing finger, which is generally the pointing finger. It is not good to point with this finger in this country.
Alemania.
Puede ser.
Yo creo que es Alemania.
Alemania.
You can guess. This one is not European, actually.
Francia, no
Not
sé.
European.
It's
So
not.
you can ask me which region it's from or which continent.
Which
Is
continent?
it from Asia, maybe?
Yes, that's right. It is from Asia.
Asia. Puede ser Corea. Korea, maybe?
So your guess is
China.
Korea.
China.
China.
Anything else?
Los chinos solo señalan con el dedo.
A lo mejor
¿Quiénes son más correctos? ¿Los japoneses o Chinese?
Konnichiwa.
los chinos, ¿no? Más tradicionales, no sé.
EF Tokyo.
Va, bueno. Decimos China.
3,
China.
2.
Okay, so here we go. It is not China. It is not Korea as well. It's in
Malasia.
Malaysia.
Ahora mismo lo
In
traigo.
Malaysia, it's considered rude to point with your forefinger. Instead, you point with your thumb like this. Right? Generally, that's how they do it. Okay, so
Ah, bueno, se me
yes, they consider it rude to point with your forefinger.
No puede haber puesto una bandera.
Okay, so there you go. So you bend your knuckle,
No puede haber
you
puesto
put your
con la
finger
cultura.
here, and that's how you point. All right, there you go. So here are some fun facts. Next, caballeros. In blank, it's considered good to burp after a meal.
Ah, ese es fácil.
In my home.
No, es
In your
una cultura
Yes.
árabe.
¿Pero qué es burp?
Eructar.
Pues en Marruecos, ¿no?
Marruecos, no sé si es cultura árabe.
Sí.
Pero...
¿Seguro?
Sí, 100%.
Egipto.
Pero no sé qué país en sí.
Madagascar.
No, eso no es cultura árabe.
Kuala Lumpur.
Madagascar. ¿Te imaginas?
¿Qué decimos?
So what is your final answer?
Arabia Saudita.
Egipto.
Pero que no puede comer.
Irán, Emirates.
Dubai.
Fantasía.
Apúrate.
Emiratos Árabes.
Alemania.
Pone,
¿Te gustó el clip de ayer?
Es del norte, es del norte.
Marruecos.
¿Te gustó el clip de ayer? La grabamos con Pepe luego.
This is also in Asia. Right? Just so you know.
3, 2, metió un eructo.
hostia.
Uno.
Y ellos pensando en Marruecos. Me cago en la...
Perfecto.
¿Qué?
¿Indonesia?
Esto es Marruecos no está en Asia.
No, no.
Otro.
Irene, por favor. Marruecos está en Asia, chicos.
Okay, so you give up?
Pues di lo que quieras.
Ah, claro.
What?
Indonesia.
Yes.
Indonesia.
Indonesia? No, that is incorrect. This is in China.
¡Qué guarros!
Yes, in China, it's considered good to burp after a meal. That means you enjoyed it.
No he visto.
Right? Generally, around the world, burping is considered not so good. All right?
Que te va seca.
But in China, it's a good thing. There you go. So burping is seen as a sign of satisfaction. All right? You are satisfied.
Inigo,
Yes.
here in Spain, a lot of people think that in Morocco it's considered good to burp after a meal, and it's incorrect. In Morocco, it's not that good.
Morocco no, but Arab.
Oh, okay. So some people here in Spain think it's okay to do that in Morocco.
Yeah,
But it's actually not.
it's not.
Because Skippler do it very often.
That's a lie.
So that's good for everyone to know, all right? Most of your viewers are Spanish, so Spanish viewers, it's not true that in Morocco it's okay to burp after a meal. But that is true for China.
Okay.
Thank you for that. So yeah, there you go. So compliment to the chef. That means the chef will say, oh yes, thank you. Thank you for burping. Okay, so now that we have talked about some parts of the world, we'll have a quick speaking exercise, okay? So I would like each group to speak, all right, and write down, so name some do's and don'ts that you can identify for people traveling here to Spain. So for those who are watching that are not from Spain, they might learn something from you as well. I might learn something from you as well. I've only been here a year, so yes. So I'd like you to speak for, how long do you need for this? 5 minutes, and then you will tell us, all right? You'll tell me and you'll tell each other what these do's and don'ts are here in Spain, okay? Please write them down, and if they are regional, meaning some cultures, especially here in Spain, I noticed, like in Galicia, the culture is very different from Andalusia.
Yes.
So please write down the particular region in which these do's and don'ts are applied. Okay?
Cada uno el nuestro.
Okay.
No.
You understand?
Yes. Hay que hablarlo y escribirlo.
Okay, perfect. So I'll give you guys 5 minutes for this. Please speak in English, and you guys will tell all of us what you have written down. All right?
Okay.
And your 5 minutes starts now. If you have any questions, please ask.
Aragón
People shouldn't do.
is typical tomato and
Spain
bread.
to other countries, just like
Pero lo que tiene, pero las cosas aquí es
uh,
que pobres que no puedes
Ah.
only all Spain.
que está bien visto, ¿sabes?
Have the backpack in the back.
Deberías hacer y cosas que no deberías.
Lleva la mochila detrás.
Bueno,
pero
es muy
en
fácil
España
que
o
te...
de
No, pero son cosas que...
¿Qué hace la gente que viene aquí?
Cataluña se dan
Ah,
Tradición.
tradición.
Paella.
y te les das la mano.
Tradiciones.
Eat paella.
Todo desconfiado.
Entonces le das la mano.
We don't eat paella every day.
¿Eh?
We don't eat paella every day.
Ah,
Neither si...
algo cultural aquí que os ofenda, no os ofende
Foods.
nada.
¿Quiere- ¿Nos ofenda?
I have Italian friends that always see you and give you only one kiss.
But because they have confidence with you.
I mean,
If
I
they are
didn't
not
have it
one kiss
at first.
very careful.
¿Cómo lo ponemos?
on the cheek.
¿Cómo lo ponemos?
Well, after that, not, you know, well.
Por favor, no vamos a discutir, vamos a poner cosas.
Pero no ha dicho que apuntemos nada, ¿no?
Sí.
Ahora nos va a preguntar, pues lo tenemos apuntado ya.
Ah, pues...
Those give two kisses
In
when...
comparison with
In
France,
Spain,
for example.
we give no, we
yes, we give two kisses on
two
the
kisses.
Lo voy a poner.
You do
handshake.
handshake.
In a formal situation.
No, informal.
In a formal.
O había
Formal.
un sitio en el que dar dos besos.
Formal
había
it's
un sitio en el que dar besos y
handshake.
como...
Informal.
No, in a formal.
No, en España no.
Formal it's like...
¿Qué está diciendo de España?
No.
Ah, ok.
Formal.
Yeah.
Okay. Situation, you do a handshake.
Ah, okay.
¿Solo de España? ¿Dicho?
Yes.
¿Solo de España?
Saludar.
Say hi.
Say hello.
That is to greet. So saludar can mean greet.
To greet, okay.
Yes, greet.
Hola, ¿qué eso? Son cosas que sí debería hacer alguien. Alguien viene de fuera y decir sí. Ay, no se me ocurre nada de Canarias. Oh, no debería.
One kiss on
Como
each cheek when greeting.
¿Listo? Ponemos como que no.
No. Okay, and on Italy...
So that's G-R-E-E-T, greet.
Yeah. Okay.
And on Italy, France,
We give to...
France and Germany and other countries is different.
Yeah, I know.
Vale.
Well, okay.
Cosas que no.
Eat with the hands.
¿Cómo?
Eat with with hands.
That's a don't.
Esa es buena.
Qué bueno, ¿eh?
Lo que ha dicho es que pues me gusta.
Eso es típico de España.
Y la distancia al hablar. O sea, a nosotros no nos incomoda estar hablando así. Así, ahora mismo entre nosotros en otros países.
Típico, es que depende.
No, pero por ejemplo en...
Algo... Yo vengo de fuera. ¿Qué es lo que debería hacer sí o sí en España?
Comer paella es un clásico.
Pues ya está.
Dar dos besos. Pero
Ponlo.
¿Y qué? Es
que no hay cosas
Eat
fritas.
paella and
Ya, pero es que eso-
Pues
bocata de calamares.
lo decís vosotros, apuntároslo. Es que yo no voy a decir comer paella.
¿Por qué no?
Porque
Yo tengo una
no
excusa.
es-
I'm
Si
new
vienes
in
aquí lo
Spain.
haces.
I don't know.
Igual que si vas a Madrid, pues te vas de tapeo, por ejemplo. Si vas a
Oh,
sitios
go
así.
eat tapas. Sí, ay, tía, es que esto lo tenemos que decir a alguien extranjero para convencerle de cosas que sé hacer. Go eating tapas.
Visitar el Camp Nou.
Oh, visitar de fútbol estadios. Yes.
Eso también es un clásico de España.
Lo
Visit.
decís vosotros, ¿eh?
Sí, pero apúntalo.
Mira, yo llevo como 4 semanas delegando al equipo.
Apúntalo al menos para saber.
Tú también no.
Last 90
Eso
seconds.
es un evento cultural, son cosas que si alguien viene...
Lemon
de fuera,
Sharks, how many have you written down?
El día a día.
We're arguing a lot.
Y de la otra
We
no
don't
tenemos
know.
nada.
Y de don't, que no tenemos.
Hello?
Yes.
En Italia se comía
Oh,
la...
we only have
12 y
written
media.
two
Hay algo que
because
no
we're
tengamos
arguing
Okay.
a lot.
aquí en España.
That's fine.
Things.
I mean, there's no limit. I'm not asking for an amount. Just give us some,
Yeah.
right? Whatever you can think of.
Vale,
I was
y
still
cosas que
thinking.
no tienen que hacer. Los
Que
quieren.
no.
Es que en verdad aquí somos muy que nos la suda la
O que piensen que no son real. Cosas que ellos, tópicos que tengan nuestros que no son reales. ¿Sabes?
Pedir una cerveza antes de desayunar.
¿Quién piensa eso?
¿Qué?
¿Qué dices?
Pues yo qué sé, ya lo de no pedir un capuchino después de la noche, después de la tarde, pues...
No creo que la gente piense que bebemos cerveza a las 8 de la mañana. Eso es más de Estados Unidos, ¿no?
Bueno, es como cuando nosotros pensamos que los rusos beben.
Okay, is everyone ready to present? Whatever you have, it's okay. I'm not asking for like 10.
I have a question.
Yes, what's up?
How do you say bostezar in English?
Bostezar.
Yeah.
That's a complex one. Okay.
Like,
When you are tired.
Okay, bostezar is yawn.
Yawn.
Y-A-W-N. Y-A-W-N. Yawn.
and Íñigo,
Yes.
how do you say estornudar?
Sneeze.
Sneeze. Yes, that's a sneeze. S-N-E-E-Z. E.
Yeah.
Pregunten,
You
vamos.
sneeze
Eso es otra nota aparte.
No, para preguntar.
you should
Well, I think it's okay.
when someone...
Que no pasa nada.
We have 5.
Go ahead. Dile,
Okay.
españoles somos...
Caballeros, are you ready to tell us what you have written down?
que aceptamos
Yes.
todo el mundo, los españoles tal y-
Yes? Okay, so who is going to read for you?
Me.
Please let us know.
Nickelodeon.
Okay, yes, go ahead.
Nickelodeon.
We have only 3, but
No problem. That's fine.
in Spain, when you meet someone in a formal situation, you should do a handshake. And if it is like in an informal situation, you can give them the person 2 kisses. Only 2, because in other countries like France, they give 3 kisses, and in Mexico only 1.
That's right, yeah. So in Spain, it's particularly 2 kisses. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. In Spain, you maybe you can have your meals later than in other countries, because here in Spain the meals normally are later. Like we eat between 2 and 3, and in other countries is earlier.
That's very true. I'm still adjusting to that fact, actually. That's true, yes. And what else? What's the last one?
When someone sneezes, you should say salud.
Jesús.
Oh.
Ah, okay. I did not know that. Thank
Jesus.
you for letting me know. So, yes, when someone sneezes.
Sneezes,
Okay?
yeah.
When someone sneezes, yes. Okay, very good. Thank you. Does everyone agree with that list?
Yes.
Yes, okay, very good. So, thank you, Nick. And for the lemon sharks, what have you written down?
We have written.
We have the same.
We have the same, like the 2 kisses.
Is there anything that's different?
Yeah, I have a different thing that I just think about. It's here in Spain, when you have to meet 2 persons, you give 2 kisses to the girl, and to the boy you give him a handshake.
Ah, okay. So it's different when you're meeting people of different genders. Okay.
I've lived in Morocco, and it's not the same. Like you give the
How
2
is it
kisses
there?
like if you are a boy, you give 2 kisses to the boy, and the girl you just give a handshake. You know?
Oh, right. Yeah, because there are cultural differences there.
Yeah.
Even if Morocco is technically very close to us here in Malaga, the cultures are very different.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. That's excellent. Thank you for letting us know. I did not know that. So thank you, Skipper. Does everyone agree? So if in Spain you meet a boy and a girl, you kiss the girl twice, and for the guy, you just give him a handshake.
Well, it depends.
Yes.
It depends, yeah. So maybe it's regional as well.
It's common. I kiss.
So,
I kiss all.
okay, so very good. And for the mole rats, toporatones, what is different in your list?
Y lo de las manos, por ejemplo.
¿El qué?
Do it will be sleeping after eating, so the siesta. We almost everyone does it.
That's right.
Also, wearing black clothes when going to a funeral. In other countries, they don't use black clothes. So
That's right, yes. The Philippines actually got that same cultural rule from Spain. We also wear black when we go to funerals. But some countries, you're right. Some of them actually wear white, which is very different. So that's right. So thank you for that. I love the siesta also, by the way.
And we have one more.
We have two don'ts.
Yes. Okay, yes. What else?
We don't eat with our hands unless it's necessary. Well, I don't think that's cool to see, you know?
Rice.
Yeah, unless it's like a burger or something like that,
exactly.
right?
A pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pizza.
And we don't yawn without covering our mouth.
Without covering your mouth, which is good. That's very good. Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
Yes. Is there anything else? That's correct.
That's all.
No.
That's all.
Okay, very good. So thank you for informing me and for letting everybody know. Those who are watching, let us know if you agree. If there's anything else, you can write it in the comments or whatever.
Thank you.
Okay, so very good. Good job, guys. Now, let's talk about Japan. So we've talked about the world, we've talked about Spain, and now, since some of you are going, let's talk about Japan. So here we go. By the way, to get this information, not only did I go online, I've never been to Japan. But like I said, some of my friends are from there, and my sister's best friend particularly is from there. And yeah, she gave me some of this information firsthand. So
Nice.
here you go. She voted for one of you also, by the way.
Ooh.
I don't know who. Okay. So here are some of the do's and don'ts of Japan. So do's and don'ts, things you do and things you don't do, obviously. Okay, so first, no touching. Very different from the besos in Spain. It's considered rude.
¿Qué dices? Sí.
Eka, can you read this, please?
No touching. It is considered rude to touch people. Limited touching is permitted to people with whom you've shared your affection. You may bow and wave instead.
That's right. Okay, so thank you, Eka. Very good. So yes, you don't touch, right? So yeah, so social distancing is natural to them. It's very unnatural for Spanish people. Yeah. It's very difficult for us to, not make beso or not give abrazos or hugs. So, but in Japan, it's perfectly normal for them to just keep a distance and don't touch each other. Okay. So take note, keep that in mind. So next, here we go. Can I ask, Tony, can you read this, please?
Yes. Use two hands. If someone gives you something, you should receive it with two hands, as this is the custom. This especially applies when giving and receiving business cards.
Okay. Can you say applies?
Applies.
So aplicar is applies, and receiving is when you're receiving something. So especially with business cards, when somebody gives you something, you use both hands. So they're very respectful in that sense. So you use two hands, and then you get it, and then sometimes they bow along with that. So use two hands. Remember that. It's very rude to take a business card with just one hand. My friend learned this the hard way. Okay, so next. Can I ask Tolosa, can you read this next one? It's very simple. It's just one sentence.
It is considered rude to burp while eating in Japan.
Very good. Thank you. So I had to put this because some of you might get confused because earlier I said it's okay to do that in China, but in Japan it is not. Okay, so don't burp. It's the same for most countries, but just keep that in mind. Okay. So in Japan, don't burp, but you can slurp. Okay, you can slurp your food when you're eating a bowl of soup. When you slurp, that is okay. That's actually sometimes considered good. Okay, but do not burp. Do you know what slurp is? When you're eating a bowl and you're going. Yes.
Makes noise when eating.
That's right. Okay, so here we go. Next, Stark. Can you read this, please?
Off. When entering a private home, take off your shoes and place them on the tatami mat with your toes facing the door so you can exit easily. Use bare feet or clean socks in the house. This rule is also true for the toilet, where there are specially slippers for the space.
Very good. Excellent. Well read. And that's right. So there is what you call a tatami mat in private homes in Japan. So you take off your shoes when you enter, you keep the house clean. You know, it makes sense. That's kind of common sense. And it would be nice if other countries could adapt this, actually. So, and then when you put your footwear or your shoes on the tatami mat, it should face the door. So when you leave, it's very quick and very easy. Okay. Some people think that it's okay to wear the slippers on the tatami mat, but some homes only have slippers for the members of the family. So just wear your socks and or your feet if they're clean. Okay? So, next. Is this clear? Do you understand?
Yes.
Very good. Okay. Next, El Pepelu. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Can you read it?
Yes. Don't eat while walking. It's considered rude to eat while walking to the Japanese. It's so a lack of respect for the food and the people who made an effort in making it.
Very good. Can you say walking?
Walking.
Very good. So the L in walking is like talk, and half the L is silent. So it's walk, talk. Okay.
Walking.
Very good. So walking. So don't eat while walking. Here in Spain, it's not very common to do this as well, but it's okay. It's okay to do that here. But in Japan, it's considered rude. You do not eat while walking. So because to respect the food and to respect the chef who made it, do not walk while eating. Okay, but it's okay to drink, actually. I heard that it's okay to drink alcohol when you are going around Japan. So, but do not eat food while walking. Okay, is that clear? Remember that. Okay, I heard this is they will give you a mean look, or they will give you a bad look if they see you doing this. Okay, next. Irene, can you read this, please?
Yes. Don't stare. It is considered rude to maintain eye contact with people in public for long periods of time.
That's correct. Okay, thank you, Irene. Well done. And that's right. So you do not stare, especially eye-to-eye contact. That's a big no-no. So a lot of times, just don't look into people's eyes, basically. So because that's considered rude, they might get insulted if you do that. Okay? Next, Ruby, can you read this, please?
Yeah. Don't stick your chopsticks in the rice. It's a symbol of death to stick one chopstick into rice. So do not do this.
That's right. So if you have a bowl of rice, rice is a staple dish in Japan. As you may know, it's in sushi. They have a lot of rice bowls. So if you're eating with chopsticks, do not stick your chopsticks into the rice bowl, because that is rude, but also it's a symbol of death. So it's not done. Okay? Cool? All right, next, Alba. Oh no, there's nothing left. Okay, sorry. Okay, so next we have a reading exercise here. So basically, I'm gonna show you some rules that are true to Japan, true to Tokyo. So this is some information about Tokyo that you will need to know when you go there. Okay? So, as you are reading this, I would like you to take note. Write 3 things about Tokyo that you did not know based on this infographic. This is what you call an infographic. It's a picture, but also it has a lot of information. Okay, so per group, I would like you to write 3 things that you did not know about Tokyo based on this. So here we go. It says 5, but we only have time for a few. So here we go.
Oh, shit.
So here's some information about Tokyo. There's quite a lot of information there.
Fuji is the most visited mountain.
La temperatura.
Nihongo.
La temperatura está bien, la verdad.
Okay, so write 3 things that you did not know
No leo.
about Tokyo based on this infographic, and then I would like you to read it to the group. Also, take note. Keep this in mind. Okay, this is for you. So earlier you mentioned some rules about Spain. That's for us, but now these are rules for Japan. For you.
We do not see anything from here.
Oh, you can't see it.
No.
Is it too far?
Yeah.
Can we get close?
nice.
Oh.
Nice. Aye.
How about that? Is that better? All right. I will scroll down afterwards. Right after a few minutes.
Airport codes.
Por equipo tenemos que
Sé que
apuntar
el monte Fuji era el más visitado del mundo.
3 por equipo.
Monte Fuji es muy famoso. Yo tampoco lo
Apunta
sabía.
estrella.
Or you know what? We actually don't have time for 3. Just write the most interesting for you. Okay? The most interesting fact for you about Tokyo. Okay? Per group. Because it's already 10:56. We only have 4 minutes left.
Vale, ¿cuáles apuntamos?
No sé. El monte Fuji, ¿qué pone?
About 2.5 minutes.
3,776
metros. Is the world.
So I'm going to scroll down. Here we go.
Después
There you go.
apuntar la del about 2.5 million people que mute de Tokio millones de
En 2012, ¿sabes?
Uy. Y después podemos apuntar.
Hay solo un 13% de la...
La población japonés. O sea, solo el 30% de la,
Y en
de
el
la
área metropolitana 37.
Que lo del monte Fuji.
Está guapo.
Es que me encanta el monte Fuji.
También podemos apuntar la del 7,5
Vale,
millones de personas pasan por Tokio cada día.
Buenos Aires tiene 500 en el área metropolitana.
So if you'd like to take notes personally, in case you guys win, any of you can win, really. And if you'd like to take notes about,
Ojalá gane yo.
this information about Tokyo, go ahead. Feel free to do so. But now I would like to ask you, okay, Alba, which of these facts is the most interesting to you?
Nihongo is the official language. I don't know it.
That's right. Yeah, Nihongo is what they call Japanese, right? We call it Japanese, they call it Nihongo. Also, actually, there are fewer English speakers in Japan than there are here in Spain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of you guys are actually able to communicate. There, it's mostly Nihongo. And there are some English speakers, but not many. So there you go. How about, Nick, which fact is the most interesting to you?
The temperature is very similar to Galicia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You're from there.
Yes.
Yeah, very interesting. So, that's cool. What is the temperature? So it's winter lows of 1 to 8 degrees centigrade and summer highs of 25 to 30 degrees centigrade. So it's the same in Galicia.
Yes, more or less.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay, I've never been to Tokyo or Galicia, but that's very interesting. I want to go for sure. I'm going to go there soon. So, very good. And finally, Thepos, which fact do you think is the most interesting?
I love nature, so Monte Fuji, like the world's most visited mountain.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Mount Fuji.